What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Zamir from XCC Tunes. Thank you so much for being here. So this is my very first video, so I'd like to wish you a happy new year, happy 2026. I hope this year is gonna be a very prosperous and wonderful year for all of us. Alright, so today I'm gonna just talk about my favorite thing about Cubase 15, the pattern editor in Cubase 15. Ever since it was introduced in Cubase 14, I've been using it a lot, even for producing film scoring. When I need a rhythm section, I nowadays use the pattern editor with my VST instruments. I really enjoy using the beat pattern editor to produce or create rhythmic pattern for my film scoring or even my beat making. However, there's one thing that really pissed me off when I was using Cubase 14's pattern editor. So this is Cubase 14, so I'm gonna quickly load some samples here. Let me use that. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the pattern event, and let's say I'm programming a pattern right now in Cubase 14. So let's say I hit play now. Let me just loop this real quick. Right, so I've already inserted one note here, and I'm gonna hit play. And you notice when I put the note on the 7th beat here, it did not play. You notice? Now when I put it on the 5th, it did not play as well. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. So when I hit play and then I add notes, it doesn't play until it goes back to the first beat. It recycled the pattern. See now? See, the 6 and 7 didn't play. So this was really annoying when I was using Cubase 14 to program my beats and patterns until Cubase 15, right? I'm gonna use the same hi-hat here, right? So pattern event, double click. All right, so let me go to the drum pattern editor. So here, watch now. Even though I play the track, now I'm gonna add note. It's gonna play the note already, right? Okay, but if you go here, that is not the case, which is really annoying. So I'm gonna play now again. See, it didn't play the note. So that is really annoying, but in Cubase 15 I don't see this issue at all. Okay, I have another question that was asked recently about how do I usually use the pattern editor for beat production. So I'm gonna go to let's go to Groove Agent. I think I want to use some of this, maybe prime cuts. Okay, let me just double click here. Okay, so let's say I'm programming a pattern here. So I like to use this way. Okay, so I've created one kick pattern, right? So let me just add another one. Right, I like to go to the lane here. Okay, so let's create a new pattern here. So this one here, I'm gonna be using, so this pattern is gonna be specifically for the snare. So I'm gonna just click on it and right, and then I add another one here. So I'm not gonna use this one. Let's go to new pattern. And yeah, okay, so now I have created 3 different beat pattern, and then I can quickly program them like so, right? It is easier for me to use the beat pattern this way rather than having all of the pattern, all of the notes within one pattern, right? So why this is good? It's because then I can go and just, for instance, let's say I want to render this audio, I can just convert it to MIDI part and just right click on it, go to render in place, and now I got this pattern out here. If I have all of these nodes in one pattern, it's going to render all of the nodes together. So in my opinion, using this way is much better than using the standard way, which is adding all the nodes in one pattern, right? So like this is kind of cool as well. However, it kind of limits me sometimes when I want to render it to audio or something like that. So that's how I use this beat pattern editor. So I hope you guys find some value in this video. If you guys did, please make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, smash the like button, and share this video to everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.